What is computer science? What does a computer scientist do? Many people might say they fix or build computers. Some people might say that they deal with computers all day. One of the most famous computer scientists, Dijkstra, once said, "Computer science is no more about computers than astronomy is about telescopes." What does this mean? Well, computer science is about solving problems dealing with information in a logical, mathematical way. Don't worry though, computer science isn't just math all the time. It's about finding a solution to a problem and translating that solution into something useful. Most often, those solutions are built into a piece of software that can be used by people to help with some task. The details of the software, like the computer it runs on or the programming language it's written in, aren't the most important parts of a computer scientist's job. The important part is using logic to come up with rigorous solutions. One method a computer scientist can use to think about a problem or process is called a flowchart. I'm sure you've seen some flowcharts in your life before, but I'm going to walk you through the steps that a computer scientist would go through in making one. How about trick-or-treating? We're all familiar with the process, but how would we translate it into something with clear steps and decisions? Let's start at the beginning. Before you can go trick-or-treating, you need to pick a costume. This is called a start node, and it's where your flowchart begins. Once you're ready to go, you'll go to your first process node that says, "Go to a house and knock on the door." The first decision box asks, "Did they answer?" If yes, you'll follow the flow link to the process Get Candy. If no, you'll proceed to the next house. Then, you'll keep going through this process. But where does it stop? The way we have it written, it never stops. You'll keep trick-or-treating forever. This is called an infinite loop, and it makes a device crash when it happens. So we need to add something to break out of this loop. Let's say you want to quit trick-or-treating when you're tired. We need to check to see if you're tired every time you're done visiting a house. Let's add a check to see if you're tired. If yes, you probably want to go home. If no, you can move on to the next house. This is one of the most common processes a programmer might use when starting to work on a problem. Drawing a flowchart can help them visualize the process before they start writing the code. Now that we've organized our thoughts and know what kind of process we're going to write, we can start translating our flowchart into computer language. Speaking of computer language, you may have seen this before. This is called binary, and it's how computers store all types of information. In fact, there are many devices you may not think of as computers, like your smartphone, tablet, or even car, that store information in this way. But what is binary? It's just a different way to represent numbers, but it works in much the same way as the numbering system you're familiar with. The only difference is that instead of using the digits 0 through 9, binary only uses 0 and 1. Here's a number you're used to seeing, 238. If we remember our place values, the 8 is in the ones place, the 3 is in the tens place, and the 2 is in the hundreds place. Each place value is worth 10 times more than the last one. This means that there are 8 ones, 3 tens, and 2 hundreds that all add up to make this number. Binary works in the same way, except the place values are different. Here's a binary number, 101. This one is in the ones place, just like before. But the 0 is in a place called the twos place, and this one is in the fours place. Each place value is worth twice as much as the last value, rather than 10 times as much like we're used to. So this number has 1 1, 0 2s, and 1 4. This adds up to 5, so 101 is actually 5. Cool how that works out, right? You can also use binary to encode letters. Here's a number that looks like 1000, but in binary, it's 8. What's the 8th letter of the alphabet? H. 1000 is an H. How about 1001? In binary, it's 9. The 9th letter is I. 10001001 is hi. This is how your smartphone stores all your text messages. It reads the letters you type and puts them into ones and zeros. Those ones and zeros are sent to your friends and displayed back on the other side as letters. As you can see, there's a lot more to computer science than just computers. It's a fun, rewarding career where you get to work by yourself or on a team, solving all kinds of problems to make people's lives better. Currently in the United States, only 23% of computer scientists are women, and only 10% are minorities. This field is growing rapidly and needs as many creative minds from all different backgrounds as it can get. I hope you've learned a bit about computer science and computer scientists. If you like solving problems and want to be part of a challenging and rewarding field, computer science might be for you.